Hi friends, today we're looking at the best weapon combos in Apex Legends Season 13 as voted for by you in a poll I put out on YouTube. Now if you disagree, then I recommend subscribing to my channel so you can take part in these polls and influence how these videos turn out. Let's jump into these combos then. In 5th place, we've got the Spitfire and Wingman combo. It only got 7% of the votes, but I do believe heavy weapons are the meta this season, and these two give you a combination of power and range. Having the Wingman as a secondary in this scenario means you have something to switch to quickly from the Spitfire if you're in a close-up fight, but also at range. Especially if you need that one-hit final shot, the Wingman's damage output can do that so effectively, potentially more effectively than any other secondary weapon. The 4th most voted for combo is the Wingman and CAR. This wasn't actually in my original poll, but there were so many that said other and put this specifically in the comments, so I've included it in this list. In this scenario, the Wingman is the primary, compared to the combo with the Spitfire where it's the secondary. In this combo, combining the Wingman and the CAR is so powerful because it gives you a fast swap speed across both primary and secondary, as pistols and SMGs have faster swap times than any other weapons. Plus, it gives you high damage potential and ability at any range. For sure, like I said, the meta is heavy weapons this season, and that's because all heavy weapons are floor loot, with the exception of the Rampage, which is in the crafter, so it's still fairly easy to access. What that means is that people are using heavy weapons more in Season 13, plus it's also easier to find heavy ammo and attachments, and therefore having two heavy weapons works quite well this season. Additionally, one of the best things about the CAR is its versatility. You can use it with heavy or light ammo, meaning you should never really struggle with ammo or attachments for the CAR. On top of this, the CAR has so much power compared to any other SMG, or at least floor loot SMG. It has the second highest DPS out of any floor loot weapon in the game behind the Havoc, plus it has a faster time to kill than the R99. And in addition to that, it's also more forgiving than the R99 because it does more damage per bullet. And that's one key reason why the CAR is so popular this season, and it does appear a few times in today's video. Let's move on to the 3rd place most voted for combo, and we've got the Flatline and CAR with 17% of the votes. Now the Flatline's quite a popular choice this season, as it's back to floor loot. While the R301 might be a little easier to control at range, the fact that the Flatline is floor loot means it's just a lot more common and easier to pick up this season. And once you learn to control the Flatline at range, you suddenly have an assault rifle that's really effective with a 3x scope. And if you then combine the power of the Flatline with the speed of the CAR, you've got a fast fire rate and high damage with the CAR, and high damage and range with the Flatline. Moving on to 2nd place, we've got the Flatline and Peacekeeper with 24% of the votes. This is such a strong weapon combo this season, and what makes the PK so useful is that you can beam someone with the Flatline and deal amazing amounts of damage, and then just one tap the enemy to finish them off with the PK. And I would say the Peacekeeper is probably one of the best one tap finishing weapons in the game, especially now that the Mastiff is in the care package. Of course, you could easily swap in the R301 for the Flatline in this combo, but I think the Flatline just gets it in terms of the votes because it's floor loot this season, and so it's just easier to find. Finally, in 1st place for the best weapon combo in Apex Legends Season 13 as voted for by you, with 45% of the votes, is the R301 and the CAR. Now I am slightly surprised this got so many votes because the R301 is in the crafter, but I guess even though it is in the crafter this season, people clearly still recognize it as one of the strongest weapons this season. The R301 is so good at any range, and it's a lot easier to control than something like the Flatline. And of course I've already discussed the benefits of the CAR, so if you combine the fast firing high damage output of the CAR with the fastest firing assault rifle in the R301, you've got a really strong combo that covers you at any range with a really fast fire rate across primary and secondary weapons. And personally, this is still my go-to combo if I'm near a crafter and can find light attachments. Before I finish, let me give an honourable mention to the long range combo of a charge rifle or bow with a Spitfire or Havoc. Now this is more for people wanting to play at range without the intention of pushing any fights. And I am seeing a lot of these kind of combos used in ranked as people try to play for placements rather than chasing kills with more aggressive SMGs or assault rifles. For sure you can't always be certain which weapons you'll be able to find in a game, but if you do come across these combos, tinkering your loadout to fit these combos can help you win more games. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.